Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to study some main topics of subject physics class first year. These video lectures are also useful for MBBS test. These lectures are in very simple words by which anyone can take help. If I missed anything in this video or you don't understand anything, so comment in the comment section. So let's move to our lecture. Let's explore 15 questions of physics with answers.
What is motion? Motion refers to the change in the position of an object with respect to its surroundings over time. What is displacement? Displacement is the change in position of an object in particular direction. It is a vector quantity that includes both magnitude and direction. What is the equation for displacement? S is equal to ut plus 1 upon 2 at square, where S is the displacement in meters, u is the initial velocity in meters per second, t is the time taken in seconds, and a is the acceleration in meters per second square. What is velocity? Velocity is the rate of change of displacement. It is a vector quantity and includes both magnitude and direction. What is the equation for velocity? The equation for velocity in uniformly accelerated rectilinear motion is given by v is equal to u plus at, where v is the final velocity in meters per second, u is the initial velocity in meters per second, a is the acceleration in meters per second square, t is the time taken in seconds. What is the equation for final velocity? The equation for final velocity in uniformly accelerated motion is final velocity is equal to initial velocity plus acceleration multiplied by time. What is acceleration? Acceleration is the rate of change of velocity. It measures how quickly an object's velocity changes per unit of time. What is the equation for acceleration? Acceleration is calculated by dividing the change in velocity by the time taken. Acceleration is equal to final velocity minus initial velocity divided by time taken. What is uniformly accelerated rectilinear motion? Uniformly accelerated rectilinear motion refers to the motion of an object along a straight line with constant acceleration. What is Newton's first law of motion? Newton's first law of motion, also known as the law of inertia, states that an object at rest will remain at rest and an object in motion will continue moving with a constant velocity unless acted upon by an external force. What is Newton's second law of motion? Newton's second law of motion states that acceleration of an object is directly proportional to the net force applied to it and inversely proportional to its mass. It can be represented by the equation force is equal to mass multiplied by acceleration. What is the difference between distance and displacement? Distance is the total path length traveled by an object irrespective of the direction, and the displacement on the other hand is the change in position of an object from its initial to final point, including the direction. What is momentum? Momentum is a fundamental concept in physics that describes the motion of an object. It is defined as the product of an object's mass and its velocity. Mathematically, momentum is given by the equation P is equal to mv,
where p is momentum in kilogram meters per second, m is mass in kilograms, and v is velocity in meters per second. What is the law of conservation of momentum? The law of conservation of momentum states that total momentum of a system of objects remains constant if no external force acts on the system. In other words, the total momentum before an event or interaction is equal to the total momentum after the event. How is momentum related to force? According to Newton's second law of motion, force is defined as the rate of change of momentum. Mathematically, the relationship between force and momentum is expressed as F is equal to dp divided by dt, where F is force in newtons and dp divided by dt represents the derivative of momentum with respect to time. If you like this video, then please like, subscribe, comment and share our channel, Dr. Raza Academy and Educational Consultancy.